I felt called to center my coaching business and programs around the powerful path of self-mastery. Now, I want to share with you what this means to me and why I think it's a powerful concept for most men. One of the problems I see in the world right now is an uptick in blaming, shaming, criticizing, canceling, and projecting onto other people. Now, these tendencies are human nature. I know them well. We all have the capability of going to these places. And I think that we need to be part of a movement to shift away from blame and hatred and onto a different path. This is the path of taking responsibility for our own lives. It's the path of learning to master ourselves. I really believe that we don't need to be thinking about anyone else. We need to be focusing on ourselves. And I don't mean this in a selfish way. I mean that in order to be there for other people, we need to really focus on understanding and knowing ourselves. We need to learn to master ourselves. It's easy to get drawn into battles with the world because of the wounding we had as kids. We often have these arguments in our heads, like, they did this to me, or it's not my fault, or I'm not getting what I want from them. Yeah, we all feel this way sometimes. And paradoxically, it's when we stop trying to get something from other people and we start focusing on ourselves, understanding ourselves, and mastering ourselves, that we really have an opportunity to gain true contentment and happiness. Getting to know ourselves as fully as possible is the path of self-mastery. That's what mastering anything is. You want to get good at the piano? Learn the piano so well. Get intimately acquainted with that instrument. You want to learn a martial art? You've got to practice and get to know your body, get to know the skills. Learn them intimately so that you can master them and bring them into your being. If you want to get really good at sex, you have to learn how to be good at sex, how to master your own body, how to master the art of relating to a partner. If you want to be good at anything, if you want to enjoy life at all, you have to form an intimate relationship with whatever it is you want to be doing, and an intimate relationship with yourself. The more you get to know something and learn, the more masterful you become. And the more masterful you become, the more enjoyment, creativity, and prosperity you have in your life. Now, we need to be on a path of mastering ourselves to really understand our emotions, really understand the way we relate to other people, to really understand how our thinking works, to really understand our body, how we move, our sexuality. We need to understand our lineage. We need to understand our pasts. Yes, you can master yourself, just like you would master learning an instrument or a martial art. And mastering yourself is the key to happiness and contentment. Whatever it is we want to achieve in our lives, it comes from mastering something. The best way to be an instrument of achievement in the world is to really understand and master the instrument that you are. When you spend time getting to know yourself, you start to understand what your unique gifts are to the world, to connect you with what's really important to you, to find where pleasure moves through you, to find what's rewarding, meaningful to you. You learn to be in the bliss of the things that you love. You also learn how to love yourself as you are. This is the path of self-mastery. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for yourself. You find your own bliss, flow, and natural productivity. And then, from that place, you share what you've mastered with the world. You do it because you love it and because you want to share it. And then the world starts to give back. Self-mastery gets you on a path of mutual fulfillment between you and the world. This is the only way it can work. Every other method will lead to acquisition of shallow spoils that will just have you pining for much more. You'll always be wondering, what's missing? Now, you may be thinking, I know myself just fine. I don't need to be mastering anything. This may be the case, and if it is, I'm happy for you. This may not be the path for you. However, most men have a part of their lives that at worst feels intolerable, or at best feels boring and uninspired. These are the parts of our lives that need to be examined and then mastered. And it can always happen. You just have to step onto the path of getting to know that part of your life, figuring out what's working and what isn't, and then move down the path of self-mastery. So ask yourself, what part of my life is not the way I want it to be? Is it relationships? Is it sexuality? Is it success in career? Are you not feeling as creative as you want to feel in your life, in your purpose? Whatever it is, why would you settle for anything less than to actualize your potential in that area of your life? Remember, it's always possible. You just need to step onto the path. Now, this is a path that can be arduous at times because it really means facing ourselves, facing our emotions, facing our struggles, facing the parts of us that feel closed off and are afraid to open. We have to face our shame, imposter syndrome, guilt, whatever's there, whatever there is from our past that's holding us back. And so this path includes not only opening up into your full potential, but it also includes facing the parts of yourself you haven't wanted to face. So I'd be lying if I weren't to say that it can be hard at times. However, this path of self-mastery in this way is absolutely worth it. Because when you move into these parts of yourself, when you move into your potential and also your struggles and also your pain, you open your heart, you open your whole body, and you open your whole life into the potentiality of who you are. All of your brightness and also all of your darkness. It's all part of it. All of it is part of the path of self-mastery. And while it's not easy, it's the most rewarding path that you could ever go down. I can say that choosing to face these difficult parts of myself and being on this path is the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life. It's led to a sense of mastery and comfort in being me that I always dreamed of. It is possible. Know yourself, find your unique gifts, and then learn to bring them into the world. This is the path of self-mastery. I want to share this path with as many men as possible. I believe it will help individual men, and I also believe it can help to heal this fractured world, even just a little bit. I so hope that you'll embark on this journey of self-mastery with me. Let's learn and grow together.